till it rises to the stage. Till it gains of second guessing. I won't forget the blessings that I don't deserve. Because on the street over there's a lifeline, you know, would have kept me from the one I love today.
Good morning, Robertson County. This is 1100 WSGI. One street over. I'm U-Turn LaVern, and I hope you're having a good day. Middle of the week, right? This is Wednesday. Have you ever had one of those weeks where you just can't seem to remember what day it is? I kind of think I've been there for the last couple of weeks. It's just been so weird. And I think it's because we're, coming up on the holidays, and we're really kind of, we're really already there. We've already had the Christmas sampler, so that's kind of the official launch into the holidays here in Robertson County. And so, we're kind of getting into it and getting into the rhythm of it all. There's still some football going on. We had reached out. Jamie Nixon has been such a big help with keeping us plugged in to all things sports related here in Robertson County, but he's a busy man. And so we had tried our very best to get him in here this morning. We just were not able to do it. He and I have just been kind of chit-chatting via text here in the last couple of minutes because we wanted to get some details together. He just absolutely could not be here, and he sends his regards. But we want to make sure everybody knows that we still have a team in the state playoffs. So you've got playing at state. So we have got East Robertson still playing in the state tournament, and so that's going to be coming up. He sent me all the details, and I'm gonna do my very best to share this. Y'all know I'm not very sport minded, but I'm going to try to make sure we know what's going on here. But this game is happening this Friday, and the game is going to be at 7 p.m. at Smith County. Now, they normally will broadcast everything at the East Robertson page. Now, they're not going to be able to, I forget exactly how that works, but I don't think they're going to be able to do that this time because this is, a state tournament. He's saying that it will be broadcast. It will be on NFHS. NFHS will be broadcasting the game. But, keeping in mind that this is a team that beat East Robertson during the season, and it was East Robertson, the Indians' only loss. So this has got the potential to be just an amazing game. It's one that I would love to see myself. I'm one of those that, I'm not very sports minded. I love those last games though, right? I love being able to see the game right toward the end when it's for everything. And if I've got a dog in the race, that's always what I always say. If I've got somebody that I know that's out on that field. So when my kids were playing anything and my grandkids, all of that, it's real easy to get into. And what I'm finding as well is I get to know these students at my school, Greenbrier High School. I want to be there to cheer them on. I had a couple of soccer girls. I've got them still in my class, but during their season, I was so excited for them. And it's just, when you know them, it's just kind of fun to watch. But everybody in Robertson County can absolutely get behind our East Robertson Indians because we're so excited for them. We're so proud of them and all the things that they do. So just to continue to say that, get out there and support the East Robertson as they play in this next game on Friday night. Big game for them. NFHS will have the game live. And this is something too, Jamie, I said, can you send me some stuff? And he just sends me all this stuff. But he said, keeping in mind that Isaiah Groves is a candidate for Mr. Football. And he sent me his stats for that was just from the season that did not include the what he had done in the playoffs. And he said that, he had let's go through here. Isaiah Groves had 165 carries, and this is just his season. 2,036 rushing yards, 12.3 yards per carry, 19 rushing touchdowns. I'm going to just destroy this. 12 receptions, 177 receiving yards, 4 receiving touchdowns, 2,358 all-purpose yards, 24 total touchdowns. Quite spectacular, stats for this young man. And he's not graduating until 2025, I guess. So my goodness, he's going to be a whole lot of fun to watch. But he is, again, a Mr. Football candidate and one of the finalists. So it's going to be fun to see how he does. And again, those stats don't include what's been happening in the playoffs. And he said that he had last week versus Marion County, he had 3 touchdowns and 278 yards to add to those stats. So, wow. Quite an athlete there. And you just gotta love watching these youngins. I mean, they're just kids and they're amazing athletes. So I'm very excited for East Robertson because I'm not sports minded. I was not aware they were still in it. And somebody mentioned it to me the other day and I was like, oh my gosh, I got to get a hold of Jamie. And, if Jamie Nixon with Nixon Pro Media, he has been helping keep us plugged into sports. And we had a pretty good rhythm going there. And then he got real busy and kind of started some other things. And his schedule's just not where it can get in here. We really want to tap into Robertson County sports. And so, of course, football, we're finishing it up right now. But we're going into basketball. We had the basketball jamboree last weekend. And just a wonderful time to get together. It was a big fundraiser for the scholarship for in honor of Miss Mason, and we want to continue to promote all things sports related. My husband, I'm hoping, is going to help because he's at Springfield and he is helping coach football in the middle school, which is Coopertown. Because that's the one that they go from Coopertown to Springfield. So he's down there. And he's also trying to bring shot put and disc into Robertson County in a big way. That's one of his real big things in his background. I'll brag on him. He still holds records in his high school for shot put and disc and actually had a state record at one time. So, and I forget, I don't know if it was shot put or disc, but one of them, he held a state record at one time. So he knows that. And so he's trying to bring that into Robertson County. And so he's actually met with, who did he meet with? Oh my gosh, I'm going blank for a second. But anyway, he's been meeting with some different folks about trying to, bring in the what they need, like the net and all of those things that they need for Terry Martin. That's who he met with. But all the shot put disc and the net and all of that in one of our parks. So they're trying to see if they can't get that going. But hopefully, as he gets more plugged into sports, he'll keep me up to date. But basketball is underway. I know our Greenbrier Bobcats played last night, and they're playing, I think, their first home game on Friday night. And we've got a pep rally with that. So I'm going to stay kind of plugged into what's going on in Greenbrier as best I can. But all these other, other schools, I really need to hear from y'all. If you want to come in, we absolutely will make time for you to come on these airwaves and promote your team and do all the things that you want to share. But we do not want to let this game happening Friday as our East Robertson Indians continue on through the state tournament. And it's at 7:00. One more time. They're playing Smith County. This is a team that beat them in regular season play. It's the only loss for East Robertson. So this is a big deal and just a great opportunity to cheer on Robertson County as they continue through the state tournament. Okay. With all that said, thank you, Jamie, for getting that to me this morning. We didn't want to let that get away from us without throwing that out. And we'll continue to remind you of that through the week. I saw Lee Marie out there. If she wants to come in and share some community items with us, she can do that. We are waiting. Jordon Osborn's coming in at the bottom of the hour. She'll be here at 7:30. Wanted to invite her in because there's so much going on here in Springfield, Robertson County. She is president of the Robertson County Chamber. I always like to equate, when I first met her, she says, I'm the bridge builder to the businesses. And then I met the folks from United Way, and they're the bridge builder to the nonprofit. So I really love checking in with them. We check in with United Way regularly every week. Would love to get on a regular basis, getting Jordon in here. But she's another one, real busy, and trying to get her in here on her schedule because they have, of course, Good Morning Robertson County every month. And that always conflicts with the show. But there's so much going on with the chamber. They're going to have a shop small. They're going to have there's all kinds of special Christmas programs going on that she's going to come in and unpack for us and give us details. And the chamber's in charge of some, the city's in charge of some, but they all kind of mix together. And Jordon will be able to update us on all those things. I want to mention, as I'm sitting here mentioning the United Way, they are doing the give thanks boxes, right? And this is an opportunity for you just to love on people in the community. I messaged Tiffany last night. They are going to do their last distribution Friday. So if you want to get, and we did one with my grandkids, got that one done, but my students at school, and they're just about to finish it. I'm so thankful because they forget. So kiddos, if there's any chance you're hearing this and you're in my cat time, bring your items that you promised to bring. We're trying to get everything together, but if you want to do that, I'll make sure and paste up in the comments today what you need to bring, because there is a specific list, because they want it to be uniform. They want it to fit in one of those little banker boxes. And it's things like it's things to carry them through the weekend, to help a family not just have a holiday meal, but to also have the things that will help feed the kiddos on a long holiday weekend. So you're going to start with a box of stuffing. You're going to have stovetop, and you're going to have, they want some potato flakes, something like that. 2 boxes. Let's see if I can recall it. A pack of gravy, so they can, help make their dinner. A package of like cornbread mix, like the Jiffy cornbread mix, a couple of those. They want you to bring 2 cans of green beans, a couple of cans of corn. They also want you to bring in some yams, of course. That's part of it. Come on in here, Miss Sweetheart. And happy birthday. My goodness, I mixed that sweet girl's birthday. And anyway, let me finish my little list here for the United Way. So you've got that. They want you to bring a couple of boxes of mac and cheese, some pasta, and some sauce. They also want you to bring a couple of boxes of Little Debbie's, or a couple of boxes of granola bars. Let's see, what am I forgetting? A couple of cans of either tuna or chicken. And I'll get this list and I'll put it up in comments. And then you also give them a gift card, a $25 gift card to Walmart, so they can go buy their turkey or meat or whatever they buy for their holiday meal. And I think that's the bulk of it. And a cake. Or like you get a cake mix with frosting, or get them a brownie mix. So that's what you put in the box. And you reach out to Tiffany at United Way, and they'll get that done. But you have to have it done for them to distribute Friday. Okay, you got to get this done. But if you want to participate in this, I had a lot of fun with my grandkids going and filling our box over the weekend. I will say I have forgotten how chaotic it is shopping with little kids. Oh my goodness. That's why they give little ones to the young ones. But anyway, as we're continuing on I'm going to pause and do one of my breaks here, and then we're going to touch base with Lee Marie, because she's the community calendar person, and just continue to say, go Indians. Our East Robertson Indians playing in the state tournament on Friday, 7 p.m. Smith County. Let's talk for a moment about our friends Barry and Rebecca Richards with the Exit Realty Garden Gate team. They are just awesome people. Love them so much. Barry doesn't realize it, but he's going to come talk to my class here after Thanksgiving, I hope. I want to get him to come in, because he's came out of this marketing background, and he knows everything. He's the one who's taught me the most really about drones and so much, because as they brought me in to do this audio video class, I was the person that did the talking, and I had engineers showing me which buttons to push and all about the technology. So I'm having to learn the technology with the students. And somebody like Barry that was in the industry coming in and being willing to volunteer and help me is just priceless. And when I use that to illustrate them so many times, because they do that in the community. He is the one that does the video for Open Door Pregnancy and Resource Center every year. Just all kinds of things like that. And so many things, when you've got people that work in the community, there's so many things they do that you don't know about. That's the kind of people that Barry and Rebecca Richards, that's the kind of people they are. They're cross-Planians. They've been there 27 plus years. And so they specialize here in Robertson County, but they also buy and sell in the surrounding counties and across the state line in Kentucky. And if you want to know more, you can just Google them, guys. Go Barry Richards, Exit Realty Garden Gate team. Go to Rebecca Richards, Exit Realty Garden Gate team, and you're going to find unique web pages for each one of them that will tell you everything you need to know about what they do. You will find out also a Facebook page for Rebecca that will point you to her as well. There's a phone number for Rebecca that I can give you at 615-504-7425, 615-504-7425. Reach out to them today. Again, Barry Richards is the broker here in Springfield. Rebecca Richards is the broker in White House. Great team to work with. And when you do get in touch with them, please always let them know that U-Turn sent you. Continuing on with our little thing we call One Street Over, a chance for you to know what's going on. One street over from where you live in. Jamie Nixon gives his regards that he could not join us this morning. But he says, come on, cheer on those East Robertson Indians as they continue state tournament play on Friday in Smith County at 7 p.m. I want to go see this Isaiah Groves. My goodness, listening to about this young man. Amazing. Lee Marie. Yes. Oh, I've got the wrong microphone on. You moved the mic on me.
I know. I like number 2.
Okay, there you go. Very good. But so what have you? I told you. I said, well, Jamie can't make it in. Do you have some community calendar stuff you can send me, and then you show up. You just come in person. Bless your heart. Thank you.
Right. Well, I won't cover stuff that Jordan's going to cover, so I will tell you that the turkey shoot. There's only 2 more Saturdays left to support our veterans. We just had Veterans Day. Come on, guys, get out there, support our veterans, go shooting, or just go as a volunteer to help put up targets.
Okay, that's just it.
American Legion right there in Greenbrier. Everybody knows where that's at. So get there about 7:45 if you're going to shoot or volunteer. And then it usually goes to like about 11:30 or noon. So please support our veterans these last 2 Saturdays in November.
Very good.
Okay, also, if you want to go see Holiday Inn, which is, Irving Berlin, a classic Christmas movie. Yeah. You can go see that Thursday for free at 5:30 at the library.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, that is so cool. That's one thing. I've got to get the library in here more because there's so many cool things in the library, and I forget to even talk about that. Mm-hmm. So, but Thursday
is a full night, so people have a lot of things that they can pick from because, we had on Kurt Riley, and so the Constitutional Republicans are meeting at 6:30 at El Ateneo. And
is that Thursday? I thought that was Friday.
That is Thursday, the 16th.
Oh, I thought it was Friday. Okay.
And then also the group, the Education, Improve Our Education group is meeting at 6 o'clock at Purpose Life, same night.
Okay.
There's 3 different things that people can pick from on Thursday night. So no excuse to be at home doing nothing on Thursday.
There you go. Well, see, we have People's Choice Awards at Greenbrier for our kiddos, and it's a chance. Every teacher just picks a student. It can be one that you have or just one that you see interacting with kids throughout the place. And so that's on Thursday. So yeah, all the things. Now that I'm a teacher, there's not many nights there's not something happening.
Right.
It's a lot, and that's. We say all this, guys. People go, there's just nothing to do in Robertson County. Well, you're not paying attention then.
Right. And I want to plug something else because this was the very best Christmas show that I saw last year was at Fiddle D Farms.
I've heard that.
Yes. And it's called We Need a Lot of Christmas.
Okay.
And it was awesome. So I'm announcing it now because I already have my tickets. I didn't want to announce it before I had my tickets.
Lee Marie.
I know.
You're sneaky.
But since I already got my tickets, y'all can go ahead because they do sell out. But it's a dinner show theater, and the talent, they bring them in from the professional shows in Pigeon Forge. So the talent was just A+.
I've heard it was wonderful.
Yeah. So
how many shows and what's the
I don't know. I'd have to bring that up, but I know, they have we're going to a matinee because you can do, like on Saturdays and they have it twice. They have daytime and then nighttime. But I don't have all the dates in front of me. I'll get those for my show. So there's a teaser for you. You got to stay tuned for the Go Show right after this to get the rest of the details.
There you go. I love it. There you go. But that would be wonderful. That would be wonderful. I love Fiddle D Farms. I've been to a couple of events out there. Oh my gosh. Places like that is the reasons why I decided to not go into the venue business, quite frankly. I'm serious because what they did and the way they polished it up and the way they are running things everything's perfect. Everything's just absolutely perfect. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to let them do that. And, but we toyed with that idea. But after we saw a few of these businesses, I'm like, oh man, I'm not even going to try to compete with that. Fiddle D Farms is doing it and doing it well. And it is beautiful. I've been to several events there and weddings, and I would love to go to the show. And it's limited seating for each show. So if you want to go to something out there, you need to go. And last year, was it the first year? I kind of think it was maybe.
I'm not sure. It might have been the second year, but I do know that it goes through December 23rd.
Oh, wow.
So there's time to get tickets.
Okay. And is it just a weekend thing or do they have?
I'm going to look that up.
See if you can find out. See, now you're giving out your teaser there. All these things you said.
I do know that you can, you get a discount if you have 20 or more, which was really funny because we had 10 people easily. I didn't reach out to everybody because if I did, I'd have, 50 people everywhere I went. But, we got 10 going. I'm just going to call it in with this. But I did have 10 other people that were ready. And I said, I can't wait for the last people. I got to go do it. So anyway, you can get a discount if you got 20 people on one charge card.
Okay. So what are tickets then? How much do they run per person? It's a dinner as well and stuff. So, she's looking it up, but and we'll just say stay tuned for Lee Marie. She'll be up with the Ghost Show. She comes on. If you want to know everything that's happening in Robertson County, she's the one who stays plugged in, and that's at 8 a.m. right after 1 street over on Wednesdays, and she does a fabulous job. So many people that sit at this table, we talk about you because how many years have you been here now?
Going on 6.
Going on 6. Mm-hmm. But what amazes me, within 6 months of being here, she knew more about this county than I did. And it's just a passion for this place.
I love it. I absolutely love it here. And we have so many friends, so many just lifetime
Dear
friends.
Yeah.
One thing is the first thing I did when I got to town, I plugged into the Robertson County Republicans.
Right.
And I met you. Mm-hmm. And that just opened up this whole thing. And then, being involved with the station, and then I found out about all the events that are going on. Mm-hmm. And there is so much going on.
Well, we're thankful for you. And I often try to figure out what in the world God had me doing when he had me run for office, and the relationships.
Exactly.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
I see that. God will make a way for everything. But when I see the path that was laid out in front of me because of that to what I'm doing now, to what my husband's doing now, it's breathtaking.
Right.
It is absolutely breathtaking the way he orchestrated it all. And I'm just so incredibly thankful.
Well, and
I'm very thankful for you, my friend.
It's so funny because the day that you had your fundraiser or your meet and greet at Jerry's house, I had like 3 other things that day. And I told Jerry, I cannot go. He's like, Lee Marie, at least come by for 5 minutes and just meet LaVern. And I'm like, I can't. And so finally I'm like, all right, since it was like about a mile from my house, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So I zoom in and look at that,
I know.
Now, one thing I do want to also mention is a big thank you to Heather Baker. She came and spoke at the TFA last Monday. She's the one that she hit a target that was a mile away. And she told about that. Yeah. So it was...
Okay, what?
Yeah. I wasn't able to go because I had a huge project the next morning.
Yeah. She's been working with Chet and all that kind of stuff.
But she, oh my gosh. Yeah, I heard that the story was absolutely, even my father-in-law, who's a big shooter, he ended up talking with her afterwards forever because her story was just so amazing. But she's been going to a lot of training. And sure enough, it was even a windy day, and she hit this target that was a mile away. It was like she hit like 3 different milestones that day. So thank you, Heather Baker, for coming out to the Tennessee Firearms Association. And any of you that want to join us, that meets every second Monday. And it's easy to remember because the Second Amendment meets on the second Monday.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
That's very good. That's very good. I love it. And they have a lot of fun there. And that's one of those, I had mentioned, somebody said something about, where you been? It's like, I'm a teacher and I'm going to school. And I'm very involved with Celebrate Recovery. I'm involved with Celebrate Recovery every Tuesday and Wednesday night. And so I'm locked into that. I feel very, that's just my commitment. That's where God's got me. And then I still do. I had a call yesterday from an optical place there in the Goodlettsville area that's going out of business. The gentleman is sick actually, and he's closing, and they're giving us 1,000 old glasses that are prescription glasses that can go to Mexico and be used in different things. See, we would love to get a little distribution going here to where we could, take care of homeless people, low income people, where we could read their prescriptions and then get them these used glasses from the Lions Club. I don't know why in the world we don't do this locally, but you have to have the refractor, number one, to read their prescription, and then you have to have the lensometer to read the glasses. And so it's the equipment and stuff, but just just trying to get the rhythm going with that. That's something that while I was still full-time at the church, we were really trying to get going. So maybe this will be the thing that will help us build that, because that's a lot of glasses, but we got to go pick those up. And what happened with your show last night with Chet? I had my friend Gail said, "Are you here?" I was like, "Well, I'm with CR because her granddaughter was in it." So what did you do?
We did an original musical that was named Roo.
I love it.
Yes, and it was about a troubled rooster. And oh my gosh, the kids, this was the first time they were together, was last night, because I had 3 different classes that met at 3 different times.
Oh no.
And so to put them all into one musical where they're talking to each other and everything, it truly was a miracle. And I'm tickled pink this morning. I'm stress-free this morning.
Bless your heart. So did you get a recording of it?
Yes, my friend Deborah was there.
I want to see it.
I want to see it too because,
Yeah, very good.
I'm so proud of all of those kids and everybody. And Miss Bernie, my mother-in-law, she helped me. I could not have done it without her. No way.
Bless.
And so many people added, their talents to this show. And I was so blessed. And I was driving here actually, and I thought, because there was a lot of scripture in the show.
Yes.
And I thought, what are the lessons from Rue? And then I thought, what were the lessons I got from Rue? Because I had certain ones, like for instance, when I was doing the show at first, there was one student who came up to me the second day of class and said, I have a testimony story. You want to sing? I'd like to sing it, and maybe you'd like to use it in the show. And I said, sure.
Wow.
And so, she did that. And then that caused 2 other girls to do testimony songs. And so there was just miracle after miracle, but I see that Miss Jordon is here, so I will scoot on out.
I've got to hear more about this. Chet, just to fill you in real quickly before you go, Chet is the homeschool program that meets at my church up at Madison Church of Christ. And then all of a sudden I find out Lee Marie's going to be teaching there. And then she's putting on this show and she goes, I need benches. And so it's like, it's so funny.
Yes, your benches were in the show.
I'm very excited. But
the chickens were very happy because we were able to put one in the chicken coop because the chickens had to go in the coop quite a bit and hide. And so they had your bench to sit on, so they didn't have to sit on the floor. So thank you for your benches.
Oh, I love it. But anyway, we'll get more about that. Stay tuned for the Go Show coming up. As soon as we wrap up here at 7:30, Jordon Osborn's going to make her way in here as Lee Marie takes a break. And thank you, sister, for coming in here. And that's just a little teaser of all the stuff going on in this community. We want you to be a part of it. So please reach out and see what's happening in the community that you can partner with and be a part of. We want to talk about our friends, Corbin Creek Greenhouse Gifts and Gardening Center, guys. Great partners of this program. We love them so much. They have been one of our longtime partners, long-standing partners. And we just love all the different things they're doing. She put up peonies the other day. And I need to go and ask her. I'll probably go out there this weekend at some point because I got to get my CBD oil. If you have not heard, CBD is something that will really help you with arthritis. It's amazing how it's helped me. And I've just got to get stocked up because when I don't stay on my CBD oil, I feel that overall ache come in. And I don't like that. But she had some peonies that she put up on her page. And so I'm thinking that now would probably be a really good time if you want beautiful peonies in the spring. Why don't you go ahead and get them in the ground because they are perennials. And now is the perfect time to get perennials planted so you have those beautiful surprises when the weather warms up, because it will warm up. As Amy says, she goes, I'm done with winter, spring's coming. That's her focus right now. Go into the store when you go by anything that you need to go by and see her about, again, for perennials that you can get in the ground. If you need just some house plants to bring life into your home. If you're just kind of sick of the cold doldrums already and you just need a breath of the greenhouse, go in and check it out and see what they've got going on. You're going to come away with something beautiful for your home. And check out the gift shop and see some of the handmade items from Miss Jane. Of course, all the CBD products. Great gift ideas that you will find at Corbin Creek Greenhouse Gifts and Gardening Center, 4920 Highway 161, 4920 Highway 161. They're in their winter hours, 10 to 4, Monday through Saturday, 1 to 4 on Sunday. But you can always call them if you have questions or if you can't get by there during those times, 615-384-3185, 615-384-3185. Always let them know U-Turn sent you. Jordon Osborn's in the house. And we just need to get right to it, sister, because, man, there's a lot going on in the city.
A lot going
in the
on.
county.
Yeah, in the county, yeah. I mean, it is we refer to this as from October 1st through the end of the year as our Super Bowl season.
Super Bowl, I love it. That's great. I love it. Well, I want you to help clarify some things for me because we added new sponsors. Katie and Perry Myers have come on and they're sponsoring now. And
Mears.
Do what?
Mears.
Mears? Am I saying it wrong?
Mears. Mm-hmm.
Well, they didn't correct me the other day. I had them in here. Well, they're just so polite, and it's Mears instead of Myers.
I think.
Katie
did it.
Maybe. Yeah, Katie did it. It's
Katie
Mears instead of Myers. Okay, y'all got to
correct us.
Correct us.
And
Which
Perry,
one's right?
Tell us who's
Is it
right.
Myers or Mears? Okay. All right. Now you got me perplexed here. Always, because sometimes, you think you're saying somebody's name right and you're just butchering it and they're just too polite to tell you any different.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, Katie and Perry have started advertising and they're talking about, okay, they're doing a Black Friday sale with his guitars and gear and stuff on the Friday after. But then they started talking about shop small and and what else. So I'm a little confused on when we have our Saturday shop small focus, but we're pushing shop small all the time.
We're pushing
Right.
shop local all the time.
Okay.
So shop local is something that we at the chamber, it is our mantra.
Right.
And that is because when you spend your money here locally, our school system, our police
Mm-hmm.
departments, our sheriff's department, our city road, so much is covered by the sales tax dollars that are collected. So many people think that property tax is where our lion's share of our revenue comes from, both county and city, and that's not the case. It's sales tax revenue.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you are heading out of town and you're low on gas, let's just say you have a half a tank and you're not going to have to fill up. Go ahead and fill up in Robertson County. We need those sales tax dollars. When you're shopping for Christmas gifts, my challenge to myself every year is to buy as many things locally as I can.
Mm-hmm.
Because these businesses here locally are who support our school system and our basketball teams and our football teams and our robotics clubs, all those kind of things. We want to make sure we're showing them some love.
Mm-hmm.
But Shop Small Saturday is an initiative that American Express started about a decade ago,
Okay.
or maybe even longer. So it's a national movement. So we are kicking off in my Shop Small era to tag on to the Taylor Swift days. Super cute branding. So we're going to kick that off at Christmas on the Square, which is this Saturday.
Okay.
Although the official Shop Small Saturday is the 25th of November,
Okay.
the Saturday after Thanksgiving.
And that's nationally.
Okay. Nationwide.
I think that's what got me confused. Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
But this Shop Small era program or event that we're having will last through December. Not all the way through this December, but I will tell you the days. Let's see. Okay, first of all, you have to download, in order to participate in this specific event, you download the Robco Tennessee app.
Okay.
It's the same Experience Robertson County app you use
Right.
for Experience Robertson, where you went to each location, scanned your QR code, and virtually checked in.
Right.
Same thing is going to have for Shop Small. When you go and you do that, if you go to at least 5 participating businesses, you'll win a free In My Shop Small Era shirt. For those who have 10 or more check-ins over a 3-week period, they'll be part of a week of giveaways. Carly refers this as to our Oprah week. You get a gift, and you get a gift, and you get a gift. So we're going to be giving a bunch of stuff away. And so if you want to enter into those drawings, then you need to shop local and shop small and scan that QR code once you get into those locations. They're geo-fenced, so you can't say, oh, man, I went to Redefine Boutique, but I forgot to scan it. Well, you'd have to go back into Redefine to rescan that. So
Okay. So you've got to scan it when you're in there.
when you're in the business.
And to tell me how many I've got to do within 3 weeks again to be
10.
qualified. 10
for the giveaway.
Okay.
But if you do 5, you get a shirt, and those shirts aren't for sale. So, and they're so cute.
Fun.
They're so cute.
Oh my gosh. So do you, and I'm guessing that if you get online, there's a list of participating
And
shops.
we're adding constantly. So
Good.
there's a list of participants. I mean, look at all this. If you're getting
Oh my
if you
gosh.
are getting our weekly email blast, you
Uh-huh.
will get all of this information at 7:30 this morning. Right now,
Okay.
you're in your inbox. Your email blast should be hitting.
Okay.
It has all this. If you're a business listening and you're not in that list, but you want to be, give us a call. There's you can call the chamber and speak to Lulu Riddell. She is our membership coordinator, and she can talk to you about how to get you involved in that shop small list.
I'm telling this is so cool. And that's what, whenever Katie was giving me all the details, because she sent me the bullet, and they're doing sponsorships on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but let me just go ahead and plug them again. Kind of as we're kind of unpacking them as sponsors. Katie did it. It's just so cool. And it's something I didn't even realize that she did. I've known Perry because I've taken music lessons from him when my time will allow. And you can't miss Mr. Perry's music right there on the main Dragon Highway 41. Great location. Just love what he's doing there. Selling instruments, doing all kinds of lessons. He plays everything, y'all, and he lets the kids be in bands. It's just the coolest thing ever.
Cool.
It is so cool. But then I find out, because I had Dr. Causey in here, and she came in and redid their house. And I was like, what? And Katie did it. And I had no idea. And she's got a great eye. I was looking at some of her stuff last night. I was just like, oh my gosh, she's really got an eye for this. And I don't.
She does a great job.
Yeah.
And she does it a lot of with the items you have.
Yes.
I mean, that is such a niche.
Yes.
It's such a great, like if you've always thought, man, I really want an interior designer, but I can't afford an interior designer.
Yes.
You can likely afford Katie.
Yep. You need to reach out to her, and you just look up Katie Myers or
Katie did it.
Katie did it.
Or
I'm just we're that makes this a lot easier than that last night.
Katy.
Yeah.
Katie did it.
Yes.
On Instagram.
There you go. And also Katie Did It Designs, I think, is the Facebook, if I'm not mistaken. But we'll talk more about her tomorrow. We talked about Perry yesterday with all the music stuff, and we'll give them some more time later. But again, two local businesses.
Yes.
I called ILU and I said, we got 2 new sponsors coming on, and I said, husband and wife, 2 businesses. I just love that. I love that entrepreneur spirit.
Me too.
It's like, I got one, you got one. Let's go. And
and
it's just cool. It's just cool stuff. But what else you got for us, Miss Jordon?
Okay, so tomorrow is our annual Good Morning Robertson County. Actually,
Yes.
It's not annual, monthly. We do a monthly chamber meeting called Good Morning Robertson County. It's at 7:30 in the morning at Springfield City Hall.
Okay.
It lasts 30 minutes. I start on time and I end on time.
Very
I'm
good.
Real big on that because we have a great attendance at most of our events. And I do believe that part of that is attributed to the fact that, number one, it's relevant, impactful information.
Uh-huh.
People can make connections really quickly, but we are very, very conscientious of the time that you spend with us. That is something you don't ever get back. So we want to make sure we are good stewards of that time that you're giving us.
Who's your sponsor tomorrow?
The Kiwanis program.
Oh, right.
Kiwanis for kids. So we ask
Perfect.
everybody bring a new unwrapped gift. Those teenagers are the hard to fill gift bag. So if you have a heart for serving others and you want to gift somebody that you don't even know this year, bring a $10, $25 gift card for the Kiwanis Club to stick in one of those teenager baskets.
Yeah.
That's a big deal because, if you are 15 years old and your parents can't afford Christmas, you too will feel that. And so this is an opportunity for you to give back to that. But come, Chick-fil-A is catering breakfast. So
We love our new Chick-fil-A.
That's right. So come 7:30 a.m. Springfield City Hall.
Very good.
On the 16th, which is also tomorrow at 11:30, we have a ribbon cutting at Lively Nutrition, which is the shakes and tea shops. It's right behind the gas station on 41 that has a white bison in it.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is at 11:30. And
Okay.
Here's the deal. I was so frustrated one year. Elon Musk put out this. Wouldn't it be great if we rallied around businesses and did like a new business shower and really encouraged them? And everybody was like, yeah, you're a genius. And I was like, yeah, we've been doing that for years. It's called a ribbon cutting.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
It's like, oh, that is our idea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I love
I
it.
didn't create it. I inherited it. Somebody else smarter than us and did it before that. Anyway,
That's great.
it is a great way for you to rally around businesses and thank them for their investment in our community and
Smack
really
down with
support
Elon
them.
Musk
I'm like,
there.
seriously? Really?
I love
It
you.
wasn't him.
So funny. I
It was
know.
just frustrating that people shared that as if it was this novel idea
Yeah,
that
it's like-
nobody had ever thought of before.
We're doing that, y'all.
Seriously.
Come on.
Okay. This
But,
Saturday is Christmas on the Square. That is sponsored by Hollingsworth Homes, which is such a fun event. This year, it's different than it's ever been. We've done Christmas on the Square, I think, for 30 years, maybe. I don't even know how long.
It's been
for
a
sure.
minute.
It's been a long time. It's always a Saturday before Thanksgiving. And so this year, it's going to stretch predominantly on Main Street, all the way past 7th Avenue. We're going to stretch as far down as we possibly can. And then West Court Square, like in front of the Chamber and 6th Avenue, is going to be the Jeep Jingle.
Oh,
It's a lot of fun. So you dress your Jeep up in Christmas decor and come set it up on the square. We're going to be giving prizes. And the proceeds for that will go to the Savannah Puckett Foundation. And those funds will go to Shop with a Cop here in Robertson County. So,
I love it.
great way to honor her memory.
And that was the officer that was killed a couple of years ago. It's been about 2 years. Man, time flies.
It does. It
Jeez.
does. Yep. So that's sponsored by Gupton Motors Jeep. Thank you, Gupton Motors, for that sponsorship. November
I get
18th.
so tickled at the way the Jeep people like to, the Jeep people, your Jeep people.
I referred to them as cultish the other day.
They're really funny because, I mean, you do something with Jeeps and they're like, oh, yeah, we're there.
We're the
Come
Jeep
on,
people,
man.
yeah.
That's just it. They're so funny. Makes me kind of want a Jeep so I can just play, man.
Right. They
know?
look like the most fun
Yeah.
people ever.
Yeah, they are. They're a
know.
blast. I love
A lot
it.
of them came to this same group. A lot of it came to the Experience Robertson County tour.
Challenge them to get into our Springfield Christmas parade.
Yes. Yep.
I'm just saying that's coming up, y'all.
That is coming up on December 2nd. I'll mention that too. You have to register this year. So go to the City of Springfield's website, cityofspringfieldtn.gov/parade.
Mm-hmm.
And you can register for the Christmas parade by November 26th. You need to register by November 26th.
And light it up, guys. That's what makes this so special. I say that is one of the best things that came out of COVID, is that it made us rethink the Christmas parade, take it into the evening and light it up, and it's just awesome. I love it so much.
Me too. It is a beautiful, beautiful.
I think my whole family is going to be here this year. I think we're having family day that day.
And that same night, as soon as you're finished with the parade, head on over to Winter Wonderland.
Yes.
Opening as well. It's opening weekend for Winter Wonderland.
And it's a walkthrough night.
Yes.
That's a walkthrough night. We only have a couple of walkthrough nights, and that's one of them. We'll get Terry in here to talk a little bit more about that. But as we get, I kind of hate to bother him right now because I know they're setting up, and I know they're crazy busy, but that's coming up. Big. Now, what's happening? I kind of jumped ahead on you on the parade. Did you have something prior to that before you wanted to mention the parade?
We have, so every year we do this thing called Deck the Courthouse Halls.
Right.
With Judge Katie Olita.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have ever, it's a women in business event. It is special for our women. If you have ever thought, man, I want to go in the courthouse and I want to spend some time, or I want to get to know the women here in Robertson County, whether you're in business in Robertson County or not, I don't care.
Yeah.
If you want to come to something like this, is a great opportunity for you to come. It is November 27th. We will decorate the county courthouse Christmas tree. That night, we will also light the official county Christmas tree. We'll decorate inside the courthouse, the banisters. We have this wreath making section in the county mayor's conference room. And it's got wreaths and all the stuff you would use. And so there are 17 doors within the courthouse. And every door gets its own wreath. And you're not really given a lot of parameters. It's just make it your own. And that's a lot of fun. And you can take your kids through there or your grandkids through there and say, I made that wreath. And it's just really such a lovely time to celebrate the holidays.
What day of the week is that on?
On a Monday night.
Ooh, I want to do that.
Women in business are only on Monday nights.
Okay. See, and we've talked about this so many times, and I want to plug into that so much. Just trying to get all this teaching stuff done.
Yeah,
so much until I get my license. I've got my temporary, but I got to go through these classes, and so I'm just but just keep reminding me of that. If you think about it, send me a text, and I'm going to try my best before the day is over to join the chamber. Every time you're in here, I always say this, but I always get busy and it slips my mind. And
I totally get it. Look,
we'll
we'll be here when you're ready.
I'm ready, but I just keep forgetting to do it. And there's it's $25 for teachers.
Yeah.
That's insane. Cheap. And I'm a teacher now. And when you told me that last time, I'm like, well, I'm going to do that today. I didn't get it done. You came walking in today. I'm like, I still haven't joined the
Okay.
I haven't renewed my membership to the Historical Society. All these things. I'm going to try to do them today. Okay. Just to you and Danny, I'm going to try to get it done today.
LaVern,
I'm telling you. But these are good things. And it gets you plugged in. I would love to do something in, with the different events you have. I would love to be one of I'm doing photography, but I'm building it still. I'm still got so many things. Maybe by next year I'll be just on fire and doing all the things, because I'm setting up my Christmas mini. I'd love to be one of those, because I'm going to do Christmas minis all through the Thanksgiving weekend. And so, I would love to kind of plug in with the chamber and do those things, because I know you've got such a great reach.
Yeah.
Letting people know what's going on. And so anyway, come on, y'all. We got to join the chamber. And if you're a teacher, there's no excuses. It's $25.
Yeah.
Come on.
And everything that we do has a member and a non-member rate. Okay.
Okay.
So if I don't care if you're not a member, we of course invite you to be a member. But if you're not a member, come anyway.
Yes.
We'd love for you to participate.
This would be something too that would be a good gift. Memberships are a good gift for people that are hard to buy for. I got a history museum membership to a friend for something one time, and it's like $25 for the family.
That's a great gift.
Are you
that's
kidding
a great
me?
idea.
Yeah, and but the chamber membership as well. If you've got somebody that's an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
And that is aspiring, say,
we
let
have
me
had,
plug you into this.
We have had mature businesses sponsor a new business
Ooh, I like that.
member, or sponsor a nonprofit to be a member. For a nonprofit to be a member, it's $135 a year, which is dirt cheap because our nonprofits, they have such beautiful stories to tell, but their specialty is whatever they're doing. It's not their marketing, their reach, their connection. That's not their specialty generally. That's ours.
Mm-hmm.
So that $135 is returned to them tenfold.
You better believe
when they
it.
join the chamber. So I've had several businesses say, hey, I really love this ministry or this nonprofit, and I'd like to sponsor them to be a member of the chamber. And it always pays off.
That's so
for 'em.
cool. That is cool. I mean, there's just so many good things going on. It's just like when we were talking with Lee Marie about all the things that are happening in this county. I always said the first thing you need to do when you move to a new area is plug into the chamber, because they have got, they can tell you where everything's located. This is what I did when I
Bridge builder, right?
That's exactly. And that's what you are, the bridge builders to the business, and United Way, the bridge builders to the nonprofits.
That's exactly
and
right.
Let me tag again. I started with the give thanks boxes. You could still do a give thanks box because they're going to do their last distribution on Friday. I talked to Tiffany last night. I've got one that my grandkids and I did on the weekend that I've in my car. I'm going to get it to her. And I've got my class, my homeroom at school doing one. And bless their hearts, they're finally getting it done. I've been just for 2 weeks. Bring your stuff. But there was a list of things, and I'll put it up in comments that if you want to do a last minute give thanks box with your family, but you've got to get it to them so they can hand it out on Friday. So, but you do have a couple of days you could do that if you want to participate.
And
go ahead.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine.
I just want to say that Master's Table is also doing annual Thanksgiving.
Love Master's
They
Table.
still need some donations.
Okay.
This is the first year in a long time they've really struggled. They're struggling this year getting some things. So 14 to 16 pound turkeys, large deep dish aluminum pans, dressing, green beans, sweet potatoes. All food should be cooked, turkeys deboned, and brought to the Master's Table. Bring food between 10 a.m. and 3 on Wednesday, November 22nd. And then they will deliver the food on Thursday, the 23rd. They'll do they'll plate up from 7:30 to 10, 10 to 2 delivery, and 12:30 to 2 cleanup. If your I encourage you so very much, if you have family in town or you have young children, this is a great day for you to volunteer to get to know your neighbors.
Yep.
To truly serve those around us. This is a fantastic opportunity, and the Master's Table is a wonderful ministry to do that with. Plug in. If you've got 5 and 6 year olds, 10 and 12 year olds, or 14, deliver meals. Have them plate. They'll give them gloves. They do it assembly line style. Your 5-year-old can be on the rolls, real simple, and that is something. What you learn from serving others, you can't duplicate in any other situation. You have to experience it to truly get the benefit of it. So.
I love that. And the Master's Table is just probably one of the best kept secrets. A lot of people don't even realize what they're doing, and they're just feeding people. And they do it all the time. And this is a huge, huge program. But now I want you to go through that list of things that they need. This is stuff that's prepped and ready to go for Thanksgiving morning, right?
Yes. So if you are looking to do something between now and Thanksgiving to serve others, 14 to 16 pound turkeys cooked and shredded. You deliver it to the Master's Table. Large deep dish aluminum pans, dressing, green beans, sweet potatoes. All of those things they still need to feed the hundreds of people they feed on Thanksgiving Day.
Okay, guys. So if you're somebody that, man, I've got the dressing recipe, I am down, I'm good, I can knock it out and get it to the Master's Table. Same thing, go grab a turkey, just roast it, and then pull the meat off of it, put it in a pan and take it to them. You said green beans, and so they pretty much, they need all of it. They need sweet potatoes,
dressing.
You bet. And all these things, guys, come on, we can do this. And I know this community will step it up. But if you're somebody that is a cook, get this stuff, get in touch with them. Do you have a contact for Master's Table? You have a contact number?
So the contact number is Miss Carolyn Woodard's, and it's 615-585-5739, or email greaterfaithspringfield@gmail.com.
Do that all again.
615-585-5739, or email greaterfaithspringfield@gmail.com.
Very good. Talking with Jordon Osborn. She's president of the Robertson County Chamber. I know there's a lot of Chamber of Commerces around. They do the whole county. So they're the Robertson County Chamber, not to be confused with your city chambers. They all work in conjunction with each other. They're all friends.
We're collaborators,
there
not
you go.
competitors.
I love it. I love it. And she's a good friend of this program. Love talking to her and just staying plugged in with all the things. And before the day is over, I'm going to be a member of the chamber. I'm promising. You heard it here. And I'm going to renew my membership at the museum as well. Anyway, we want to, and I just want to encourage y'all to do those things because, well, the museum membership, you get a discount at the gift shop. That's what ends up happening. I go in there at Christmas to buy stuff for my kiddos because they've all moved out of county, much to my annoyance. I got to get them back. I'm going to eventually get one of my kids back here. I'm like, I have land. You can have land to build a house Come on.
Come on.
Yeah. So anyway, but I'll go in there and I'll renew my membership to get the discount.
That's right.
So that's what I end up doing.
Gosh,
so
yeah.
anyway, all right, we're going to pause and we're going to talk about Cumberland Connect. Oh, I love these folks. It's so nice, especially since I'm doing the photography and doing all the things I need to do. I need high-speed internet. And I have it now with Cumberland Connect. If you are a Cumberland Electric customer, guys, you are going to have access to high-speed internet. I checked in with Kerry Roberts to say, do you have it yet? No, he doesn't. He's going to be the last one. That's why that's my illustrative example to say they did not show favoritism because our state senator is last on the list because they hit the underserved first. My friend Gwen Harder, her speed was like 1.5, I think. And so she was one of the first ones to get access. Mine was about 3.5. So I got, I'm just about a year. I got first of the year is when they finally came knocking on my door. And I have been so excited. You can get a gig for $80, y'all. Be a part of the gig club. But you can also check into the Affordable Connectivity Program. If you're like, well, $80 is a lot, I can't afford that. Well, they've got packages in all price ranges. And because it's a utility, because it has replaced our phone lines, they see the necessity to help those who can't afford it. You can apply, and if you qualify, you could receive up to $30 for internet broadband services, and they've got packages starting at just $30 per month, so you could get free high-speed internet into your home. Check with them at Cumberland Connect, cumberlandconnect.org. There's a phone number if you want to call them, 800-987-2362, 1-800-987-2362. Cumberland Connect, cumberlandconnect.org. Put in your zip code and say, hey, are you going to be in my neighborhood soon? You might find out they're already there, and you can plug in and get high-speed internet for the holidays. When you do, let them know U-Turn sent you. Jordon Osborn, what else do we need to talk about, my friend? We got 5 minutes.
I want to recap Christmas on the Square this Saturday. It is the official kickoff to the holiday season right here in Robertson County. On the Square, Saturday, November 18th from 10 to 4. Free Santa pictures sponsored by the Farmers Bank. So that will be hosted in Crossroads Christian Bookstore.
Oh, I love them.
Yeah. So come on down and we will bring your kiddos. It'll be a lot of fun. The backdrop will be beautiful. It always is. This is our holiday market. If you have a Jeep, if you're in the Jeep cult, bring your Jeep. We'd love to have you. You can register online for that. In My Shop, a Small Era also kicks off this weekend. That app is being built out right now. So if you go ahead and download the app, go to your app store, download Robco TN, create a login. If you did experience Robertson County, you already have it.
Okay.
You're going to see this trail pop up, this experience pop up within the app. And you'll scan the codes just like you did experience Robertson County. Deck the Courthouse with Judge Katie Olita is on November 27th. And that's at 5 o'clock. You have to make reservations, limited spots. Right after that is join us at 7 p.m. for the lighting of the county Christmas tree. Everyone is invited. Just come stand right out in front of the courthouse and we will light the official county Christmas tree. Mitzi Fry is our volunteer of the year last year, and our volunteer of the year is who pushes the grand button.
Fun.
Yeah. Holiday 5K with the YMCA is this weekend as well, November 18th. You can still register for that.
All kinds of stuff here.
Cousin's Maine Lobsters will be at BS Brew Works. Thanksgiving pre-orders at Southern Charm. Historic Perk is also doing Thanksgiving menu. You can pre-order sides, like large sides, half pounds of chicken salad, side salads, drinks. Christmas parade. Do not forget to register for the Christmas parade. November 26th is your deadline to register by Sunday, November 26th. springfieldtn.gov/parade. December 2nd at 6 p.m. is the parade. December 2nd at 6 p.m. is the parade. That's a change for this year. So please, December 2nd at 6 p.m. is the parade. Be set up and ready to go. Register, enter your float in. And the tourism department, Rural Springfield, is bringing back the horse-drawn carriages this year at the courthouse, December 7th, 8th, 14th, 21st, 5 to 8 p.m.
And Ace would kick us if we hadn't talked about that, because last year I told her, I said, you just did that because it was my 60th birthday. And we went and had dinner at Etta Ray's and then did the carriage ride on my 60th birthday. It was just spectacular. It was wonderful.
Yes.
And my birthday is on the 8th, so we're going to do a carriage ride again. I think I'm going to bring my grandkids this time. So, just love it.
Yeah,
just love it.
A couple of ribbon cuttings I'm going to tell you guys about, and other Christmas parades. December 1st, we're cutting the ribbon at Isaiah 117 House. At 11 o'clock.
Finally.
Cross Plains Christmas Parade is December 2nd at 10 a.m. The Adams Christmas Parade is December 2nd at 10 a.m. The White House Christmas Parade is December 2nd at 3 p.m. The Portland Christmas Parade is December 2nd at 5:30 p.m. The Springfield Christmas Parade is December 2nd at 6 p.m.
Oh, wow.
The Rich-Top Parade is December 4th at 7 p.m. Habitat for Humanity groundbreaking on December 8th at 2 p.m. And we are having a chamber after hours at Highland Rim Aviation at the airport. So if you've never been to the airport terminal, come on out. It is beautiful. We're going to get to see their flight school and all that they're doing. That is on November 30th, 5 to 7.
I love that. All these things going on. I have a friend that's a teacher who has 2 little boys that are just crazy about aviation. And maybe I'll need to say, hey, you need to join that and get on out there. So there was something you mentioned, and I wanted some of the shops are going to be open for the parade.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
So that's one thing, because I've talked to a few shop owners. It's not like a directive, but it's one of those things. But it's one of those things.
You're going to have a captive audience.
Yes.
Your doors.
And the museum is going to be open that night.
Yeah.
Because I had talked to them about that when they were in the other day.
Historic Perk has had their coffee cart out
Yes.
and hot chocolate, and it's such a great
Crossroads
night.
is usually open.
usually
So
open.
just keep in mind, because I've popped into the shops during the parade and picked up stuff for Christmas.
Yeah.
And so just know that while it's not a big event opening, a lot of them will be open.
Absolutely.
So, go and do that. All the things. Thank you, Jordan.
Thank you.
You'll hear from me before the day is over.
Sounds
I am promising. All right.
Yeah.
Love you, sister. Stay tuned. Thank you for joining us for, again, the one street over. This is 1100 WSGI. I want to invite you to stick around for Sweetly Marie. She is coming up next with The Go Show. This is 1100 WSGI. Have a fabulous day. God bless.